This is a big class this year.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, Professor.
You're welcome, Jeff. He's like, woo! I'm awesome. He is. He is awesome. I love you. For real, please. This next comedian, I've actually seen naked, and it isn't Jeff.
Oh!
Scandal alert. No scandal, no scandal. Are you ready? Are you guys ready?
Yes. I don't know. That's scary.
You guys, yum. Yeah, that's right. Total scandal. Yum. That I've seen naked. So it's like part of that row. I don't want to hear about that end down, but those two people have seen him naked. Like behind these people in the chair. Not you guys. Not you guys. Not you guys. I hope not. Word gets around, winter humping dog. He is not a winter humping dog that I know of. He's my nephew, so keep it clean. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one, the only, Jacob Aaron Sinicki.
It ends there. Hey there. Hey. So this is a little weird for me. I'm not the biggest fan of crowds here. Luckily, I'm blinded enough right here. I can't see you. Ostrich effect. I'll just pretend you're not there. And luckily, there's enough space here. I can run out in case you all become an angry rage horde.
Oh boy.
Because that's always a possibility. I don't have a lot of friends that are like that are introverted like that. I don't like crowds, and a lot of my friends do, and I kind of have to explain it to them a lot why I don't like that. And the best way I can do that for you guys is explain my relationship with bananas. When I see a banana, I'm like, yeah. That looks good. I'll do that. And so I'm getting closer. I approach the banana, and then suddenly I get this itching, burning sensation throughout my body, and then I remember, oh right, I'm allergic to bananas. Then I'm on the floor writhing in pain. Same exact reaction with large crowds of people.
Oh my gosh.
Yes! To a T, just like, hey Jake, how's it going? Ah! It's rough. What is it? And like, it's rough. I need to move this. Melt on it. Dang it, Joshua. But yeah, I go to Portland every so often on the occasion, and there's always crowds of people, and I have to try and slither past them and hope they don't notice me. And the weird energies I'm getting off of that crowd just kind of, by no fault of my own, metamorphosize my body into a dinosaur, just trying to get past them, and all of a sudden... Because I'm a fan of pterodactyls.
Oh.
That explains it.
And it's Portland, so of course always one of them's always smoking. So, and I'm one of those scumbags who has to hold his breath every time they pass someone who's smoking. So it ends up looking like. I'm gonna have an aneurysm one day. Smoking's weird. It's not. It's never made sense to me. Not from like a health point of view. Like, why would you do that? That's so unhealthy. It just, the thought process of starting didn't make sense to me for the longest time. Till that one day.
Oh no.
And let me clarify, it wasn't that I considered doing it, it just made sense for a second. And I think everyone at some point in their lives will have that moment where for a split second you're just like, oh, I get that. And so mine was a couple summers ago. My Mormon friend Gordon and I, he and I were in theater for all of high school, and so we volunteered this one summer to help with the theater camp. for third graders in August. It sucked. And we were exhausted. And by the end of it, like one of the third day or so, the parents had taken their kids away. Gordon and I were sitting down, we're exhausted, and Gordon turns to me and goes, "I need a cigarette." And then I was just like, "Yeah. That sounds good." We didn't act upon it. We just kind of sat there in agreement. This is a good thing. Yeah. Writing for this was fun. This was a great little writing experimente. But writing for comedy is harder than you would think. It's a lot harder. I kept trying to write a joke with two things in mind. The first thing, I work as a cashier at a Home Depot. And I've been doing that for a little over a month or so. So I've been hoping for some silly vignette or something I could bring back to you guys that I could incorporate. And the second thing was I really wanted to have the punchline of that be, "'Cause I'm straight out of Compton!" Strangely enough, hasn't happened yet. No, Home Depot is actually not as bad as you would think it would be. The worst it ever gets are cranky old people. And I'm usually a helpful person, and so whenever they come over, and they have all this hardware in their hand, I'm like, "Hey, do you want a bag for that? Do you need help?" And they're kind of like, they have a walker and they're pulling some bolts. I'm like, "I didn't need help in Nam! I don't need help now!" Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of opportunities to mess with people at that job, but I usually don't. I'd like to keep it, but I do mess with people on occasion, and it's a little rough for some of them, some of my friends, because I think nihilism is really funny. For the most unexplainable reason. Nihilism, that whole belief that nothing in the world matters, and when you die, that's it.
Yeah, right.
There's something about that tickles my funny bone. For the most unexplainable reason. Not because I don't think it's a valid philosophy or anything. Just gives me the giggles. And I've actually had a nihilist friend, which kind of in and of itself is a paradox now that I think of it, but... And he was a normal guy. There was nothing weird about him until we'd get into conversations, and all of a sudden he'd turn the topic to, "All art is meaningless. God hates you. Let's eat at Arby's." Weirdest stuff. Little Jon Stewart in there. I like to feign nihilism sometimes, though. I like to use it to mess with people. And I was on break at one point at Home Depot, and one of my friends, my best friend's girlfriend, went up and posted this little nostalgic thing about Pluto. Like, "Oh, when I was a kid, we had 9 planets." I was like, I'm kind of bored. Let's see what we can do here.
Oh my God.
I go off and I construct this Shakespearean paragraph talking about how sad it is that we've spent years building up Pluto's confidence as a planet and then just ripping it away, and how much we could learn from Pluto. And then she ended up replying, yeah, that's really deep, Jake. That's great. Then I let her have it.
Oh my God.
And by learn something, I mean learn that all praise is meaningless, and that soon will be nothing more than a barren rock and an empty black void. She was a little concerned. It was kind of the, are you okay? Emoji. You use the emojis. I'm still going with this. So my reply, and my shift was kind of ending, so I need to just wrap it up. So my next reply was, nostril flare was included in the comment. We are all going to die. She was so concerned, she called my best friend to make sure I was okay. And then my break was ending, so I was like, and you know, it's my break, so I'm really bored. Bye! She wasn't happy. We're still good, we're still friends. I've been practicing my superpowers lately. Gonna rewind that a bit. If evolution and Marvel comic books have taught me anything, is that we will soon have real superheroes. And I will be the first one on this bandwagon when it comes around.
Oh my god.
I shall be Captain Neurosis. Master of paranoia, able to incite anxiety attacks in one fell swoop.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be awesome. My costume, I'm not thinking I'm gonna be too cool looking. Just kind of going for a lot of layers of Under Armour, some bicycle equipment,
Oh my gosh.
maybe some sweats. I don't want to be cool when fighting crime, I want to be cozy. So, I want to take a nap after I thwart evil. My bad guy, I think my arch nemesis wouldn't really be like a take over the world type guy as much as he would be just a douchebag.
Oh my god.
Just some frat boy named AJ. AJ and I would do battle on college campuses everywhere. I'd be trying to thwart his never-ending stream of peer pressure. I kind of tried to plan for what our battle would look like. My first move, after initially combat rolling out of my Ford Focus, just
Oh my gosh.
Because safety first, right? And then our battle begins. He'd initiate with something, and then I'd reply by just finding someone and just kind of staring at them for a while. And then I'd go ahead and give him a fact about my body. My stomach gurgled this morning. I checked WebMD. Could be hunger. I think it's a tapeworm. And then I just kind of creep back. And that'd be the first attack. He'd go off and fill up a cup of like punch with alcohol in it and throw it at me probably. So my reply to that would be to just defend myself and revert back into some kind of chrysalis state just to protect my vital organs.
Oh my god.
I can't do it right now. But it'd be awesome. And finally, my finishing move would be a little something I call the clever girl. There are a few of you in there that know what's coming up. The clever girl, which is something, to preface this, I've actually done this in public before. It's kind of become my official distress call among my friends. For those of you who didn't catch it, that was a Jurassic Park reference. The clever girl is when I begin acting like a velociraptor to make people go away.
Oh my god.
And like I said, I've done this in public, and my friends will see that I'm having issues with a crowd of people like this, and then... My name's Sinicki. Thank you so much.
First of all, youngest Farm2Table